By all appearances, the 8th annual Solar Festival in Taos was very successful.
You know what? We had people here from over 25 states. That was just on our web sale tickets alone, and from Canada. I think that we can now safely say that we're an international festival, not just.
Made the grade.
We made the grade. We finally got outside the states, but well, except for our performers who have always come from all over the world. Yeah. But yeah, so we're real happy. We think we're still sort of like trying to figure out what happened, obviously, at this point. But it was a great show. I do know that people were very happy about the music.
Any specific feedback people that attended?
What do you mean specific as far as like the performances and as far as like the people who were there? Yeah, Michael Franti has been here a few times at the Taos Solar Music Festival. This is his third appearance there. But the thing that's so cool is I think that people all agreed that this is probably the best the best performance that he's ever given. And he's just the new music that he gave, and he brought in a lot of people from all over everywhere too.
I won't take credit for being a jinx for the rain on Solar Fest, since this is the third year I've been at the Solar Fest and it rained.
Only when
maybe it's. Do you think it might have something to do with the time of year?
Quite honestly, we had a little bit of sprinkling for about maybe 2 hours there, and that was sort of an off and on thing. And that was, yes, Glenn, when you were there.
All right.
Not to say that there's anything suspicious about it,
right.
But then it was done. And yes, it's probably because we skirt the monsoon season. However, this is like our weekend. It's the weekend, solstice. We were actually very close to solstice this weekend. We were right after solstice. And so, and it kind of is how the calendar falls. But we always want to be before the 4th of July weekend or the last weekend in June.
Any estimates on the number of people that may have arrived?
We had between in the park. Now this is not ticket sales, because you have all your vendors and your guests and your trades and all that kind of stuff. But we had between 3,000 and 4,000 people in the park on Saturday and on Sunday.
Okay. One of the new elements that I noticed was the inclusion of art and artists at the festival. How did that come about?
Well, actually, my friend Rich Little, I'm doing all this movie star stuff lately, Rich Nichols and I were talking, because he paints here at the Fashion, which is a huge sponsor of ours, and so he is oftentimes here in the morning. And so we were just sitting around talking, because I've always wanted to incorporate art. We have an art poster that Pat Woodall did and Ed Sandoval has done in the past, and so we've always tried to make it significant that Taos is an art colony. It's an art place. But I really wanted to show it more to the people who come here for the music, and so that they would understand, just kind of incorporate the whole community a little bit more. And so, so we were toying around with the words plein air, because I said, well, why don't we have several artists set up in the park, and like plein air? And I said, but we can call it Solaire. So now we call it Solaire, and we had people in the park. Before the show started, Peter Rowan was here, and he did a portrait setting with about 8 different artists here at the Fashion, and sat for 3 hours with everybody. And so what we're going to do is sometime in the winter, and we haven't had a date yet, we're going to have an art opening from the paintings that were done at the Solar Festival and at the portrait setting, and along with a concert, and we're going to have a Taos Solar Music Festival presents Solaire.
That is a brilliant idea. I'm going to look forward to it.
It's going to be fun. And the artists had a great time. And it was kind of cute, though, because some of them were a little bit like, oh, my goodness, I don't know how to paint around all these people. That was the first day. By the second day, they're like, no problem. It was they were awesome. They were awesome. And you noticed that they were even out there painting in the rain.
Right. That's when I was there, and that's when I was able to get some videotape of them actually painting. So I speak for myself as well as I hope for Taos that we're very thankful that you each year take on this challenge of putting on the Taos Solar Festival, Dawn.
Well, thank you. Danny is also my partner, and he does this too, but we thank you.